We're now well into the counting process here at the Waterfront Centre. How are things looking for the Labour Party tonight?
Well, we only need to look at the television and the coverage. It's a very, very bad night for Labour across Scotland tonight. As widely predicted, we were hoping that those predictions weren't true. We fought a good campaign locally, and it looks like we retained our core vote, but we never moved beyond that.
And here in Inverclyde, how are things looking?
Well, they're not looking very good. I think it looks like we're going to follow the pattern of the rest of Scotland.
Do you have any idea, I know it's difficult at this early stage, but do you have any idea how or why things have changed in Inverclyde and across Scotland?
Well, I think politics in Scotland have changed over the last 20 years quite dramatically, and I think the referendum so close to this general election was an acknowledgement of potential of change, and people have went for that change. It's the end of an era, if you like, for Labour in Scotland, and how they respond to it is going to be the test.
If things look or turn out the way they are looking at the moment, then the Conservative Party look like being the biggest party in England but not having a majority. Does that mean that the Labour Party, or do you think the Labour Party would be willing to now work with the SNP?
Well, on the calculations that I saw earlier, I'm not up to speed on it. The sad fact is that it looks as if that the Conservatives can either push on their own with a minority government supported by the 1922 committee or whatever they call them. They have got a number of options for a coalition government, including the Liberals, the DUP in Ireland. You get any amount of permutations, I think, and they will. I don't see any opportunity for Labour or the SNP, even if it was an option to be working in that situation. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to have a Conservative government. There is, though, I think, for Labour, a particular problem in Scotland, and Labour has a problem in Scotland that they need to address. It's an end of an era. There is an opportunity now in the carnage that will be tonight to bring forward new ideas, connect with our people. The People's Party cannot exist in the future without involving the people in its future. New leadership will come from the situation tonight. An older leadership will move on and hopefully help that transition, as I will. But we need to renew the Labour Party in Scotland. I believe, as a Labour politician, that we need a Labour Party in Scotland. We voted against independence only 8 months ago. As a country, there are lots of people who are fearful about the future of the country, and it's up to Labour to help rally that support. But we've got to broaden that support into the type of society that we all want. Scotland is also a country that believes, right across the board, and a majority of all the parties in redistribution and a fairer society, and that's also been demonstrated tonight. So from this carnage, we've got to work very hard to reconnect with our communities and our people if we want to call ourselves the People's Party.